Oh, for fuck's sake!
Jesus Christ.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Fantastic.
I can't see you though.
Fuck.
Have you turned your webcam on?
Yes, I've turned on my webcam. I'm not a fucking idiot. Right, give me a second. Oh, is that any better?
No, it's not better.
Well, balls. I'm all out of ideas. You?
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Ha ha! Hilarious, fucking genius. Why didn't I think of that? You're real funny, you know. I can't move for laughing. You ever thought of a career in stand-up?
All right. Chill out, please. I was just trying to be friendly. Right. Disconnect the webcam from the computer, but then reconnect, but being sure to give the camera permission to use the PC. Sometimes there's security programs which block it when you first go to use it.
Bloody hate technology. Right. Disconnect and...
Yeah. And now just give it permission and you should be able to come up. There, I see you.
Finally. Thanks for that.
Oh, no problem.
Right, come on then, let's get this over with.
Yeah, sorry.
What are you apologising for?
Oh, it's just something that I am sorry.
Don't apologise about apologising. That's just fucking weird. What's your name?
Oh, it's Malik.
Weird name.
It's Arabic.
Fascinating. I'm Maya, by the by.
Maya, that's a nice name.
It's dumb. Mum was a hippie. I think it's Indian, but she might have been bullshitting. Wouldn't surprise me. All I know is the first half of the word mayonnaise.
Cool. So, Sharon didn't tell you anything about me?
No, she just told me to talk to you. Our sessions have been a right train wreck recently. She said that talking to you might help us move things forward. Fuck knows why.
Oh, yeah, same thing here. Our sessions weren't going amazingly, so Sharon said that talking to you might help clear some things up.
Yeah, talking to a random stranger across the internet. Ooh, best way to soothe the anxiety.
Right, so do you want to tell me a bit about yourself, how you ended up seeing
Oh, fuck off! What are you doing the whole share and care, circle jerk, one interesting fact bullshit? I have enough of that with Sharon.
Right, well, what do you suggest then? I mean, we've been brought here for a reason, you know. Sharon's put us together, and I'd be very surprised if it had nothing to do with the fact that we're both a bit mental. So you tell me what's wrong with your head, and I'll tell you what's wrong with mine.
All right, then.
Oh.
Social anxiety, anorexia, and mild bipolar. I got referred to my shrink after No, it doesn't matter.
Sorry, I think you were cutting out. After you what?
No, it doesn't matter. It's not important.
No, don't worry. I won't judge.
It's not that. It's
No, seriously, I know what it's like. I promise nothing you say will leave this call. I'm here to help, I think.
I got referred to Sharon after I tried to kill myself.
Are you sure?
Am I sure? Way to be supportive, arsehole. Of course I'm fucking sure.
No, it's just this doesn't make any sense.
You're right. I thought I was getting a therapy session, but instead Sharon set me up with an insensitive prick.
No, I mean, I have phantophobia.
Is that a what now?
Phantophobia. It's an obsessive and irrational fear of death. It's from the Greek Thanatos. He was the god of death. He shepherded people's souls to the underworld. I think the god of love was his brother, but I can't remember his name. Sharon gave me
Oh my God. You keep talking. I might try and kill myself again.
Oh, sorry.
Don't apologise. For a second, though, I thought phantophobia had something to do with the purple guy from the Avengers with the massive chin.
To be fair, Thanos is quite scary. I mean, he could wipe out half the universe with a snap of his fingers.
I haven't seen that movie yet.
Oh, sorry.
Don't apologise.
But why has Sharon put us together? I mean, we're almost completely opposite, surely. I stress eat, I've got OCD. They're not even remotely similar conditions to yours in the mental health world. Though, in fairness, I do have
Social anxiety.
Oh.
Snap. Now, how did I work that one out?
Oh.
I can't believe this. You know what she's doing, don't you? Sticking a suicidal with someone terrified of the thought of death. I'll show you how death is nothing to be scared of, and you'll show me the value of life. We'll all become lifelong friends, and there'll be bunnies and flowers and rainbows, and we'll dance off into the sunset.
So you assumed this all along then?
No. Honestly, I thought it might be someone else that wanted it off themselves, but when you came charging in with all the tact and subtlety of a fucking rhinoceros, well, got the bloody hint.
Ah, right. So, do you want to talk about it?
Fuck no.
No, you're right. You're right. We'd have nothing to talk about. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was a silly idea. Sorry.
Fucking stupid.
Hmm.
What was she thinking?
Exactly. And Sharon's normally fairly decent at reading me, so.
Bloody shrinks.
Hmm.
You're scared
You want to kill
of
yourself?
death. What the
What the
fuck?
fuck?
No. Hang on. You're actually scared of death.
You say that like it's not normal?
That's because it isn't.
Well, it's more normal than wanting to kill yourself.
Says who?
I think the vast majority of people don't want to kill themselves.
That's not necessarily true, though, is it?
What do you mean? That's not necessarily true, though, is it?
Well, the people that want to kill themselves just get on and do it. So you don't tend to notice their opinions, do you?
Well, touche.
Suicidal people are so underrepresented in modern society.
Ah, hilarious.
So you're irrationally fearful of death?
Yeah.
Like obsessively so, or...
It's literally the only thing I think about besides eating.
Wow. Sounds pretty shit.
It is pretty shit.
But may I ask why? It's gonna happen eventually. I don't know what could scare you so much about it.
What could scare me so much about it? Everything about it scares me. I mean, it's the end, isn't it? The very end. The end of all. Once you're dead, that's it. Nothing, just nothing. The mind can't even grasp the concept because it's impossible to even imagine the absence of everything. I mean, try and picture absolute nothing. You know, people think they can, but they just think of black. The black when you close your eyes. That's not true nothing. That's not the void of death. That's not the complete annihilation of the self. And it happens to everyone. A black spectre that hovers over us our entire lives, just waiting to swallow us up. There's nothing you can do about it. No cure, no cheat, no last-minute escape. Everything you've ever done or achieved will one day be destroyed forever. Dust on the wind. A tiny speck in an uncaring universe that one day will simply snuff us out before its own inevitable death. How do you find meaning in that, Mayor? I can't face life, because what's the point if it's going to be as if everyone and everything I've ever loved had never existed at all? I don't get why people don't think about this. They act like they're going to live forever, but we're so mortal. A wrong step on the stairs, or slightly too much alcohol before you drive home, and that's it. Your one and only chance at existence obliterated in an instant. It utterly terrifies me.
Wow. That's deep, bro.
Fuck off.
Right back at ya.
I just bore my soul to you.
You did? Then I took the piss. Oh, look, I can't even hear you now, dickhead.
Are you going to comment on it, or would you prefer to just keep ripping the shit out of me?
Well, when you put it like that,
Has anyone ever told you you're just slightly infuriating?
No, never. So wait, you've got this big whole long life and you spend all of it worrying about that tiny bit at the end. I mean, isn't that a bit, oh, wrong, how do I put it? Fucking stupid.
Life isn't long. It's short. Way too short. We spend far longer dead than we do alive. The universe is 14 billion old, 14 billion years old, and we will exist for a minuscule part of the other 13 trillion years left. We get to experience the smallest, tiniest, most minuscule part of it for an equally pathetic amount of time. The vastness of eternity haunts me.
Yeah, but you won't actually experience it, you know. There'll be no you to wallow in your lack of existence.
You don't see how that's incredibly unhelpful, don't you? I don't want to not exist.
Oh, tough shit. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't control it, so why worry about it?
Oh, thanks. You know, 30. I never thought about not worrying.
No, look, Malik, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
You were right. This was a stupid idea.
Oh, well, if you're so scared, why don't you become a fucking Christian? They believe in life after death, the immortal soul and all that.
Are you being serious?
Why not? It solves your problem, wouldn't it?
Well, apart from the fact it's not true.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Well, you best believe that you're not wrong, hadn't you? Because it'd be pretty shit if you had this whole existential crisis and ended up in hell.
Oh, or I could be reincarnated as a dung beetle. Or I could be sent into the pits of Tartarus. Or I could have my soul devoured by the Egyptian demon Amit because my heart's too heavy. Or I could be cast by Allah into the fires of Jahannam on the day of judgment. All of these are fates of people who died not believing in a certain religion, all with precisely the same amount of evidence backing them up. 0.
Right, chill out.
I just find the concept of religion absurd, right? If you don't believe in this ambiguous, poorly defined concept of God and worship him, then you're going to burn for all eternity. Why do you worship that God anyway? He's a dick. As if the all-powerful, all-knowing creator of the universe would watch some monkeys on a time what they did with their genitals. And then Christianity. Fucking hell, Christianity. God creates the concept of sin, right? And he creates creatures that he knows will sin. And then when they do sin, he gets pissed and won't forgive them, so he drowns half the world in a flood. He then decides that he can forgive people, but only if he sacrificed himself on a cross to himself. For rules that he created, so we don't have to go to a hell that he also created. But that's only, of course, if you believe in Jesus and let you into his heart. Oh my, of course I will. Even though the only bit of evidence is a 2,000-year-old book that contradicts itself every 3 pages, because apparently God has a strict no miracles policy past 28 AD. Oh, I assume he's probably gone off to fuck her with some other monkeys on a random blue marble in the middle of nowhere. Oh, you don't happen to be religious, do you?
Well, I'm bloody glad you checked with me before you went on your Richard Dawkins rant.
Sorry.
Don't apologise. I mean, you haven't offended any deeply held religious beliefs. I mean, I did used to be a Catholic.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Not fun. Boring and scary, all at the same time. How I ever stayed awake during Mass, I'll never know.
Well, I mean, you don't look like an ex-Catholic.
Well, appearances can be deceiving. I was head soprano in my church choir.
No way. Shut up.
Yeah? My Ave Maria would make you weep. The songs are actually one of the few things I miss, but there's only so long you've been called a wretched sinner, and you might begin to think there's more going on. I haven't been to church in years, mind.
Oh. You tried to kill yourself.
Yes. I thought we'd been over this. Keep up.
No, it's just you were a Catholic, and in Catholicism, suicides end up in hell.
Hell. Yeah. Well, I wasn't religious when I must say the thought did cross my mind.
But you still went through with it. It was that bad? You'd risk hell?
Life? Yeah. Life was pretty sucky. I mean, it still is pretty sucky.
And you'd prefer nothing?
I suppose that in every second of my existence. Yeah. The sleep of death sounds way better than that.
What, isn't every second? Never a single moment of joy? Never a light ray of hope that things might get better?
Says the man who views the entirety of life as a slide towards decrepitude and decay.
Yeah.
What ray of sunshine could I possibly find in that?
I don't know. Talking to me?
Oh no, don't flatter yourself. You're more like a shitty little rain cloud with the tiniest bit of sun poking out the top.
You know what? I think I'll take that. At least there's a little sun in me. See, how would you want this to end? You'd never laugh again, never smile again, never tear apart a random stranger on the internet again. You'd just cease to be.
And so would my pain. Constant gnawing in my head. The memories that I can't bear to touch will just evaporate. Everything will be peaceful. Can't wait for it. I've got no attachment to my sense of self. I'm a bitch. I hate everyone, and everything in my life has been nothing but a series of fuck-ups. When I shuffle off this mortal coil, the world will be a better place for it.
You don't believe that?
I do.
Well, I don't believe you.
Well, bucko. Like religion, believing in something doesn't necessarily make it true.
Listen, it's not like every human has a grand purpose. I mean, the majority of us don't really have a greater meaning.
Well, then maybe they should all kill themselves. Would solve the world's problems, wouldn't it? Climate change, world poverty, and the potential for a nuclear holocaust, all sorted in one move. See? Easy. I don't know what these politicians are mucking about for. I could be president. I'd get it done in one day.
Well, those won't be problems for much longer.
Exactly. Because everyone would have killed themselves. Glad you're behind me. Do you want to be my VP?
No, as in, technology is moving so fast, I think we'll solve these problems sooner than later.
That's very optimistic. You are, of course, assuming that the world doesn't nuke itself to oblivion in the next 50 years.
Yeah, I suppose, though that's hardly the worst assumption to make, is it?
Assuming you like people or not, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So go on. Enlighten me. How do you think technology is going to solve the world's problems, assuming we're not all dead?
Assuming we're not all dead, of course, naturally.
Naturally.
Well, technology is developing exponentially. Every year we hear of a new development like gene splicing or cloning, neurolinks, a potential new way of preventing our mitochondria from breaking down as we grow.
Do you know, you might as well have been speaking Norwegian, all of that, for all I understood of it.
It's a potential cure for aging.
Oh.
Think about it. We could stop our bodies from breaking down as we grow older.
Isn't that just wishful thinking, though?
Well, there's massive amounts of research into this field. I mean, there's some estimates that the first person to live to 200 years of age is alive today.
Malik,
Yeah?
please don't tell me you've pinned all your hopes and dreams on this one miracle aging cure. You can't just pretend it's not going to happen.
Well, this isn't wishful thinking. This is a genuine possibility.
Is there any evidence yet?
Not tangible, no, but...
What's the difference between you and the religious person who thinks they're going to a better place after they die?
That's not fair.
No, but it's true. What's your plan? Sit in a bunker and hide till this amazing cure solves all your problems? How's that any different from the Christian who spends his whole life waiting for heaven?
Well, the difference
And
between...
what about after that? Let's say you get this miracle cure and you stop aging. Then what? You said the universe ends in, 13 trillion years? You really want to live 13 trillion years? You'd be guaranteed to see war, famine, death, and 100 other horrific things. Whatever the effects of climate change are, a third world war, nuclear Armageddon, you'd have to live through all of that. The expansion of the sun will swallow the world in 6 billion years, and you'd live to see that. Just think about it. You'd actually have to see the entire world being torn apart. I mean, even logistically, it's a fucking nightmare. I mean, let's say one government gets this cure. Would they share it? Would they charge for it? Wouldn't it just create a whole new class struggle, immortals versus mortals? Or, okay, best case scenario, everyone gets it. Then what happens when people want to have children, but there's already 7 living generations and the old lot haven't died off? We haven't got enough resources to look after them. You think that might cause a bit of political tension?
Well,
You'd have cured ageing, not death. Murders, accidents, suicides will still happen. People will they'll get bored or scared. They'll take their own lives. Governments will take matters into their own hands. I mean, you saw what happened in China. Imagine that scaled up 100 times, 1,000 times at least. You'd be opting out of death and into a life of hell. People like to think there'll be one simple solution to all the world's problems, but that's just bullshit. Humans are flawed, broken and messy. You fix one problem, you create 10 more. If they find a cure for aging, I guarantee you'll be in my position in 200 years maximum. Everyone will.
You've thought this through.
It's what happens when someone tries to sell you the idea of eternal paradise from the age of 2. You realise that there's no such thing.
So the only solution is to kill yourself?
Yeah. Albert Camus once said the only real serious philosophical question is whether or not to end your own life. I found my answer.
I'm sorry, who the fuck is Albert Camus?
He was this French absurdist philosopher or something. Look, I had a lot of time in my hands in the hospital, okay?
Wait a minute, so the psychiatric ward thought it would be a good idea to let you read a book about suicide?
As if any fucker who isn't a philosophy graduate, a psycho like me, who has any clue who Albert Camus is, as you've so beautifully demonstrated. He was an interesting guy, though. He was part of the French resistance in World War II.
Oh, fair enough. Nazi killer and a philosopher. Quite the life. Did he kill himself in the end?
No, died in a car accident in his 40s, I think. Had too much to drink. That's the French for you.
So he did think that life was worth living.
And he lived it to the fullest.
What's that supposed to mean?
Malak, when was the last time you went outside?
How is that relevant?
Scared, aren't you? Scared that if you hide away, things will be okay. You can't risk it. You're just going to stay burrowed away until this amazing cure happens. And you're just so frightened of an early grave.
Maya, when did you become a fucking shrink?
I'm not trying to be. I'm just telling you to go live. Go have fun. Fall in love. If this is all we have, then why not make the most of it?
Would it be rude of me to point out the hypocrisy of you telling me to go live?
Look, the point still stands.
No, it doesn't. According to your philosophy, I shouldn't go live. I should find the nearest gun and blow my brains out.
Look, that's not true. I found my answer to Camus' question. It doesn't mean it's everyone's.
What's the difference between us? Why is your answer so different from mine?
Because your life might have something of value left in it. Mine's, well, let's just say there's nothing left for me here.
What kind of a fucking non-answer is that? Sorry.
No, don't apologise.
Maya, why do you want to kill yourself?
That's like asking me how quantum bloody field theory works. You're not going to get a straight answer. It wasn't as simple as that.
Well,
Just one thing.
explain it to me then.
You don't want to hear it.
I do.
No, you don't.
No, you don't want to let it out. You think I'm scared of exposing myself to the world. You're more scared of letting whatever you've got clogged up in that head of yours out than I've ever been.
Don't fucking try and psychoanalyze me.
I fucking will. You're not going to get away with picking me apart and receive nothing in return.
Don't patronize me.
Then don't act like a child. What have you got to lose? You're not going to be here for much longer.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, you're going to try and kill yourself again, aren't you? Aren't you? You're not the only one who can pick people open, Mayor. You act tough, you cover everything with that callous shell and cheeky smile, but it's only because you can't bear to let what's on the inside out. You need to tell someone. What have you got to lose? You don't want to leave this world without telling someone why.
How'd you figure that one?
You're still talking to me.
You fucking tell anyone.
Who? Who am I going to tell? It's been established. I don't leave the house. I don't have an abundance of friends, okay? Listen, man, if you don't want to...
Sister. Our mother left about 3 years ago. Had enough of our dad, I suppose. He wasn't a bad man, but well, he took his religious seriously, and my mum, she was always into the more woo stuff. They'd fight, he'd hit her. Accused her of poisoning our minds. So the bitch took off. Ran away with a woman she's been sleeping with behind his back. Went to India. Didn't even say goodbye, just left us for all the shit that followed. Dad leaned into his faith, started becoming controlling, obsessive. Wanted to know where me and Clara were all the time. He wouldn't let us go out after a certain time. He got the neighbours to watch us. He even confiscated Clara's phone. I mean, it wasn't malicious. He was trying to keep us safe. At least he thought he was, but it messed Clara up. I was old enough to ignore it, just to tune the bullshit out, but she still believed at least a bit. She spent hours at confession. She was terrified of becoming like Mum. She'd seen what it had done to Dad. She was always closer to him than I was. So when she came home from school and told me that one of the girls had kissed her and that she'd enjoyed it, I knew she was fucked one way or the other. I mean, there was no way we could hide this from Dad, but she was my sister and I had to help. I was rash, stupid. I didn't fucking think. Clara was distraught, sobbing on me. So I took her out. I took her out drinking. It was a stupid idea, but we had fun. It was the first time I'd felt joy in such a long time. I still had my own shit going on, you know, my anxiety and all of that, but just having fun with my sister for the first time in I don't know how long it cleared my head more than any drug or session with Sharon ever had. And we got fucking smashed. And we got careless. They stumbled home, giggling like fucking 5-year-olds. We spoke about our favourite celebrity crushes at the top of our voices of either gender. I didn't even think he was waiting. Of course he was waiting. 3 in the morning, and why wouldn't he be waiting? Fury of God! I always thought it was an odd phrase. I didn't that night. I knew exactly what it meant, and I told him exactly what I thought of him and Mum, and what they'd done to us, and exactly where he could shove his mother. Fucking God. I grabbed my sister and we got into the car. I wasn't going to stay there anymore. I didn't know where we were going to go. I hadn't thought that far, but I just drove. Clara kept saying, slow down, Maya. Slow down. We need to talk about this. He's still our dad. I just drove faster. I turned to look at her, to tell her it was okay, to tell her that we were free from all of that now and that we could do what we wanted, and then just black.
Did she?
Oh, she survived. But I've learned that since that day, survival isn't the same as living. 90 miles per hour off the road. She was in a coma for 3 months, paralysed from the shoulder down. Nerve damage. She can hardly speak anymore. Dad won't speak to her, to either of us. I'm stuck at an aunt's. The doctors say that the damage is permanent and it's all my fault. So
Don't apologise.
you see, Malik, I have no one. No friends from school. No family will talk to me besides my aunt. I'm being watched constantly in case I try again. And I just feel like there's this cauldron inside my chest and it's always boiling and bubbling and simmering, and I try to keep a lid on it, Malik, I really do, but I just feel like it's going to explode at any moment, and I just want it to stop. I just want it to end.
My grandfather died. It was about 5 years ago. Probably the start of this whole anxiety thing, now that I think about it. I was in the room when it happened. I didn't want to be, but that's just how things turned out. But I always remember, because when I was younger, he would take me up to the cliff by his house at night. He had this really cool old telescope. We'd just sit for hours looking up there. He taught me about the constellations and the planets. One night, there was a meteor shower, and the sky was lit up with these brilliant, blinding streaks of purple and blue and white. That night, my granddad put me on his shoulders and said to me, "Look up there, son. You see that? You see those stars falling across the sky? That's where we came from. They make up me, you, the trees, the flowers, the water, even the ants. All of it came from stardust. You are the universe exploring itself. We and the mud we're standing on, the one in the same. It's just, we're lucky enough to be in the mud that stood up. Never forget how lucky you are to be alive, Malik. The chances that the exact molecules that make up you landed in the perfect way is 1 in trillions. Don't waste it. One day you'll be stardust again, but take this wonderful chance the universe has given you with gratitude. Enjoy the ride and whatever life throws at you. Just know in the grand scheme of things, none of it really mattered. So have a laugh while you're there. You are literally 1 in a million. Never forget that. I haven't thought about what he said in years, but well, I think if it's relevant anywhere, it's relevant here.
Thank you.
It's okay. I've never told anyone that before.
I've never told anyone mine either. Not all of it. A bit at least.
Well, yeah, it feels like there's a weight off my shoulder now that I've told someone. And it isn't all gone, but feels better.
Yeah.
We've done exactly what you wanted, haven't we?
Yeah. Yeah, we played right into her hands.
Oh no, we fell into the cunning trap of helping another human being. What a travesty. I'd give you a hug if this wasn't over.
I don't do hugs.
Not even for me.
If you try to hug me, I'd probably try and snap you in half.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Glad to see I've made such a good first impression.
Are you free next week?
What?
Are you free next week?
Why?
Well, you want to meet up like this again? If that helps, that is, obviously.
What would we do?
We just talk about the same stuff we've just talked about, you know, religion, life, death, science.
That sounds incredibly depressing.
Well, I don't know. I just found this marginally depressing.
That's good, relatively speaking.
Definitely felt less depressed than at the start. Might be useful to, you know, make it a regular. If you are up for it, that is. I don't want to assume that you...
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, let's do it.
You sure?
Yeah. What have I got to lose? Worst case scenario, you get so boring and try and offer myself there and then.
Brilliant! I mean, not brilliant. I mean, you offering yourself isn't brilliant, but you saying yes, then I suppose from your point of view, offering yourself might be...
Alec?
Yeah?
If you want to meet me next week, you've got to do one thing for me.
Are you setting me homework?
Yes. Go outside. If you want me to meet you like this next week, you need to go out. It doesn't have to be every day. Just find something that interests you. A club, a sports team, a fucking bingo. Just please make sure you get out. It's what your granddad would have wanted.
Okay, I'll try. But you've got to promise me something as well.
What?
Well, if you ever feel like it gets too much, like you can't handle life and you're thinking of ending it again, just wait for this call, okay? You don't have to tell me. We'll just have this conversation like normal, and afterwards, if it's still too much, then sure, make your decision. Just give this a chance. Can't say for definite it'll help, but It's worth a shot.
Okay. I'm not going to promise anything, but I'll try.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Then there we go. Homework set. For me, stop being such a hermit, and for you, actually show up on account of being, not dead.
Such a way with words.
Right. Well, I suppose we should call it here. It's been fantastic. It's nice to meet you. I should shake your hand, but obviously.
Shake my hand. What are we, fucking Victorian? Just get out of here. I'll see you next week.
Same time?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Cool. Right, well, I'll see you then.
See you.
Bye.
Bye. Fucking twat.
Gone. Just surely it's connected, right? And there. I'm here, Mayor. Hi. Mayor? Have I connected the camera? Surely the mic's also on. Yeah, it's working. Mayor, you should be able to hear me. I'm all set up. Hello? Anybody there? Mayor? 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 Oh, Mayor?
Malek, sorry I'm late.
Oh, Mayor, thank God.
Yeah, technology, you know. The Wi-Fi crashed and I ended up having a fight with the router.
Oh, who won?
Well, it was close, you know. Had me on the ropes for a second or two. Almost strangled me with them, but I gave it what for, with all my strength and courage.
Oh, well, I'm proud of you.
It was one of my proudest moments.
Oh.
So, my friend, what slings and arrows of outrageous fortunes do we want to ponder today?
Did you just quote Hamlet at me?
I did. Look at you recognising your Shakespeare. I'm impressed.
Well, that's the to be or not to be speech, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
To be or not to be.
Oh, I think we both have rather different answers to that question.
Yeah. Just a bit. I think last week we talked quite a bit about not to be. So maybe this week we can talk about to be.
To be?
Yeah, to be instead of death, life.
Life.
Yeah. Obviously, if you want to, you don't have to, but it would be nice.
Okay. Life.
Life.
Morning. Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to say thank you all for coming out today. I know Mum would appreciate it, so yeah, thanks. So, I wrote something down to say to you all, or at least I tried, you know. I've not had to do this before, so anyway, Mum, she was great. I mean, she saved me, really. You see, my mum, like my first mum, not this one, obviously. She died when I was a baby, so I went out and I found a new mum. This one, obviously, I don't actually know why I'm telling you any of this. No one ever tells you about grief. Like, they don't teach you how to deal with it, or they don't even really tell you what it is. I mean, I still don't really understand. I mean, I don't understand why. I mean, maybe if I'd known sooner, I could have had more time to prepare. But thinking of that these past few months, you know, the hospitals and the chemo, and just the look on her face when she knew it was all over, when she was done. She was done fighting. It was like the little light in her eyes. It just gone. And so had she. She wasn't Mum anymore. I'm alone now. Obviously, there are like people everywhere. Like, I don't think I've ever been checked up on so much in my life. But you know, they're not really checking on me. They don't really care about me. They care about her legacy. You know, am I still thinking of her? You know, is her death still affecting me the way it's supposed to? Whatever that means. Am I still grieving? Still suffering? You know, am I still waking up every single day with the longing feeling of wanting to be 6 foot under the ground? Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, I just want to say thanks again. Mum would be grateful to you all. So, yeah. Thanks.
Morning. Are you okay? Can you hear me, Colin?
Oh, what? Yeah, fine.
What have you been doing since I left? You look knackered.
Thanks.
No, I didn't mean... Never mind. Mum rang. She was asking how you were.
Well, I'm fine.
Well, I know that, but she's just been a bit worried. We all have.
Well, tell her to stop, okay?
I couldn't tell her to stop worrying. It's like second nature to her. You'd have to kill her to stop. Shit, sorry. I didn't mean that.
It's okay.
No, I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Fine.
Are you?
I think I'd know whether I'm fine or not.
Sorry. Yeah. It's just You know, we all deal with grief in different ways is all.
I'm not grieving.
She was your mum, Colin. You're allowed to be upset.
Adoptive mum. And I'm not upset. I'm fine.
Yeah, you said you're fine. I'm sorry. You know, I wouldn't have left if I had the choice, right? This meeting means a lot to the firm, apparently.
I know.
I just wanted to check you were looking after yourself.
I'm not a kid, Maya. And besides, the funeral, it was weeks ago, so just let it go.
That's not what I was saying. I was just calling to
She's
check up on
dead,
you.
okay? She's dead. And we all have to move on at some point. So,
I guess. I think we should really.
what?
I was just thinking maybe we could talk about something.
Talk about what?
Nothing. Nothing. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go grab a Starbucks in a bit. Do you want me to get you a coffee delivered?
I've got one.
Right. Yeah, obviously. Sorry.
What?
I was just saying sorry for the coffee thing.
Yeah, but why'd you have to apologize?
Well, I don't, but sorry.
Stop saying sorry.
Right. Okay.
So, did you sleep all right?
Me?
Who else?
Right, yeah, of course. I did. Thanks for asking.
It's okay.
You have that appointment thing today, don't you?
What?
The one at the job centre.
Oh, that. Yeah.
What time is it?
2, I think.
Brill, I'll get a taxi to pick you up and take you there.
It's fine.
It's really easy. I can just book it on the app.
said it's fine.
Right, yeah. I guess I can get someone from the office to give you a lift.
No.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Thanks.
Yeah, there was actually there was something else I wanted to talk about.
Yeah?
It's a bit
Bit what?
awkward.
Well, you don't have to say anything. Honestly, it's...
No. I want to ask.
Yeah?
Basically, I was thinking. Well, I was just wondering where you've been going in the middle of the night.
I haven't.
What?
I've been going anywhere. I've not.
Look, I know it's probably none of my business.
Yeah, right.
But I've been finding stuff around the house recently as well.
Oh.
So weed, I think.
Oh, well, it's not mine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty sure.
But not certain.
What is this? An intervention?
No, I don't like the thought of drugs being in the house is all.
Oh, well, there aren't drugs in the house.
You were out for hours the night before I left. I was worried.
So now you're keeping tabs on me. I didn't realize you were that obsessed.
No, I'm not obsessed. I'm just concerned.
But stalking me.
We live together. I have a right to know what happens.
Yeah, but you're not even here right now, so...
I'll be home soon. I'm away for 2
Just
more days, and then.
keep your voice down.
Sorry.
Do you really want him sticking his nose into our business? You know what he did last time?
It's everywhere, Colin. I've seen the drugs everywhere.
You're delusional.
What? I'm not delusional.
You're crazy. You're fucking crazy. You finally lost your mind, haven't you? You lost your damn mind, just like your dad. Oh, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, does it?
Colin, stop, please.
Oh, wait. Where's the number for the psych ward? I'm sure I wrote it down here somewhere. Will I go get it? And we'll send you off as well.
Stop it. I know what I saw.
Then show me. Show me. Tell me where it is. I'll go get it right now.
I can't. I cleaned it up before I left.
There you go then. You got no proof of anything.
That still doesn't explain you going out in the middle of the night.
And I've told you that's none of your fucking business.
Look, okay, sorry. I know it isn't.
I
but
don't need your concern. I'm fine. It's fine.
It's an affair, isn't it?
Say that again.
Are you cheating, Colin? Please answer me. I need to know.
Just shut up already.
Not until you tell me who.
You've got some nerve.
No, I'm just fed up of guys taking advantage all the time.
You got no fucking idea.
Just tell me then. I can't stand this.
Oh, you think I can? Huh? Because I've lost everything, Maya. Every part of my life. My identity. It's all gone. Shoved into a fucking urn.
I'm sorry.
No, I've not been cheating.
Then what are you
Can you just shut up for 5 fucking seconds, okay? I can't hear myself think. Ever since. No, I'm not doing this.
Please, I just want to understand.
I got pills, Maya. I got pills, okay? They told me they'd make things better, but not much shit makes losing 2 mums any easier. So, why am I even telling you any of this?
You've got a drug addiction.
What?
You just said the pills, the weed I found. You can't just...
I can't just, what? Take antidepressants? Oh, and that weed is oregano, okay? Come on, you're supposed to be smart. Even I could have sniffed that one out.
But why?
But why? But fucking why? Because I've been going to therapy, Maya.
Shit. I'm sorry.
Stop it.
So sorry.
Just stop apologizing.
I don't know what else to do.
I'm so done with your shit, Maya. I'm done. I'm done.
What do you mean you're done?
You have until Friday. Take your shit and get the fuck out of my flat.
You don't mean that. You can't just...
Colin?
know you're there. You answered the bloody call. Maya called me in tears. Look, don't think I won't come down there and kick your bloody door in, okay? It's a bit of a tip, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Sit down. She's not calling you that.
who?
Maya. Who else?
Right.
Honestly, anyone would think you didn't love that woman.
Look, I appreciate the call, but I've got things to do, you know.
We need to talk about the noise.
We talked about the noise last week.
I'll talk about it again.
You told us to keep it down. We kept it down. What else is there to talk about?
You haven't kept it down, that's you.
Look.
That's my point.
Maya isn't even here right now. She's away for work.
Away for work, I know, but there's still too much noise.
Well, if you think that, you must be imagining things, okay?
Colin, I'm working nights. Do you really think a chair hurtling across the room is going to send me to sleep?
Right, fine. It won't happen again. So now if I could just...
I really wouldn't do that if I were you.
What do you mean?
Well, I think we can both see those eviction notice letters on your bed there, and don't even try to hide them. I know all about it. One more noise complaint, and you're out.
Yeah, but you wouldn't see Maya on the street, would you?
Maya's not there.
Well, no, but she'll be back in a couple of days.
What if she's not?
Sorry, do you know something that I don't?
You have a habit of making women cry, Colin.
You're not making any sense. Well, I don't think it's any of your business.
Answer's not a no, then.
I mean, you're acting as if I beat him or something.
You?
Oh, give me a break. I mean, who do you think you are? Coming in here, playing the big man? You're not our landlord, you know.
Well, I know what he likes.
Oh, you're disgusting.
Oh! So now you're a homophobe and an abusive boyfriend. How?
No, you know that that's not what I meant.
Well, we can go see what he says.
Well, you can't get us evicted.
Not a risk you're willing to take.
Fine. What do you want? Money? Because I could, if that's what you want.
I told you. Just want you to keep it down.
Alex, you and I both know that you didn't phone me at 8 in the morning just to talk about a bit of noise.
Maya was crying.
What is your obsession with my girlfriend?
Oh, behave. If I wanted to have gone there, I could have. But unfortunately, I'm not of that persuasion.
Doesn't mean you wouldn't sleep with her just to spite me.
I really admire the trust you have in your relationship.
Oh, fuck off.
You know, funnily enough, Colin, I do care about you.
What?
If you ever want to talk.
No. Sorry. Have I missed something? Because a minute ago, you were talking about fucking my girlfriend.
But actually, I was talking about not fucking your girlfriend.
Either way. What's that got to do with you supposedly giving a shit about me?
Hasn't. I was just saying.
No, you know what? I've had enough concern this week, so...
What do you mean?
Nothing. I just mean I don't need your concern, is all.
Colin, if you need to talk
Oh,
to
for fuck's sake! Look, you're just like Maya. I've told you, I'm fine.
I think I know why. Look, Colin, I know what's been going on.
What?
I saw the flowers on the doorstep. They look nice.
Look, they were just flowers, okay?
I may have also briefly seen a note. Briefly, just from afar.
For fuck's sake! When will people stop sticking their nose into my business?
Sorry, but I was walking past.
No, I don't need your sympathy. I'm so fed up of people shoving their fucking sympathy down my throat. I've made it clear. I'm fine.
Colin,
Don't say anything. Maya already thinks I'm pathetic enough. I don't need you thinking that too.
No, she doesn't.
I faked a fucking drug addiction to hide what was going inside my head. I'm just so stupid.
No, you're not.
I can't do this.
You can. You can, and you bloody will. You're not leaving Maya. You're not doing
It's
that.
all about Maya with you, isn't it?
That isn't what I was saying. You just have to think of the consequences.
No. I'm done thinking about other people. I'm done putting other people first. You hear me?
Colin, now is not the time to be selfish. Now is the time to think of everything you're going to leave behind, how they'll cope without you. You know, if you end it all here, what's to say Maya won't do? And then her family, and then their friends and colleagues. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about that chain of endless hurt and suffering?
Leave me alone.
You need help, Colin. I mean, proper professional help.
I've had proper professional help since Mum died. Yeah, well, why did you ask then?
I was just trying to.
No, you know what? You're the most confusing. I mean, no, I'm going.
Look, Colin, hear me out.
Oh no! What else is there to say? Because if it's about Maya or dead mums, then I don't want to hear it.
I had depression.
You... What?
I had depression.
Cool. Well, I don't have that, if that's what you think this is. I mean, I'm just upset because, you know, my mum died.
Why are you scared of it?
Scared of what?
The what?
What word?
Depression. 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 Depression.
Stop!
Depression. Depression.
Saying it.
In a minute. Do you have depression?
No, I can't. I'm normal.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Colin, this is normal. It isn't even a matter of normal or abnormal. It is an illness and you're hurting. Why can't you see that? Why can you not just admit
Fine. I have depression. I'm depressed. There you go. Satisfied.
It's not about satisfying me, Colin. It's about looking at those around you and admitting it for their sake and yours. I've been where you are. Okay, I've been there and I have come out the other side. So just let me help you. 2003. That was when I got help. They pulled me off the roof of a car park in Stratford. They were in fucking hysterics, telling me that my life was worth more than that and I was loved by everyone around me. Yeah. You know what one said? He said, how could you be so stupid? Yeah, at the moment, probably all the adrenaline and stuff would be that. Anytime that I felt down or anything. So what I did was I went back to the roof of that car park and I just I'd lost myself that day. Part of me really had not physically, part of me. It's when you admit that you were stupid that you can finally start to put all that shit behind you. And there are people that can help with that. There are people that are there, make you feel less stupid. Trust me.
Black dogs.
Pardon?
Black dogs. It's a charity for men. The ones that they don't want people knowing about. Well, this. We meet in the middle of the night, sneak out of our homes, and meet at this community centre thing. One of the guys there, he runs it. We just sit and talk, about our day and just stuff, I guess. It doesn't even feel awkward or anything. They're all just so so supportive, and I guess it just makes me feel a little less stupid, I suppose. What?
Like dogs, them a long time ago, though, now mind you. Maya would be proud. Well, she's not going to think that you're weak or pathetic or whatever. Yeah, she'll be there. She'll understand. Well, she'll try to. She gives a girl a chance.
Yeah. Thanks, Alex. I mean, for the,
I didn't do anything. I just told you to sort out the